My name is Cynthia, and this is my daughter Avi. And together, today we are going to show you how to make cinnamon sugar top Nutella-stuffed muffins. These muffins are a family favorite. I make them for almost every holiday, so usually Christmas, Easter, sometimes for birthdays. And I'm using my phone here because I don't know the recipe off by heart, even though we make it very often in my family. And I prepared all of my ingredients ahead of time, so I'm just going to show you very quick, and then we are going to get started on baking. Okay, so first of all, you are going to need a muffin tray, and you're going to need some muffin liners. Next, you're going to need 5 tablespoons or 75 grams of butter that has been softened to room temperature. Then you are going to need half a cup of white sugar, half a cup, sorry, or 100 grams of white sugar. You are going to need half a cup of milk, or 100 milliliters of milk, 120, sorry, to be exact. You are going to need 1.5 cups of flour, 1.5 cups of flour. That would be about 400 grams of flour. You're going to need 1 little packet of baking powder. We're going to need Nutella, some vanilla extract, 1 egg, and half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon. I don't know how well you can see this. Half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, so to begin, that's just for the muffins, and after that you're going to need some more ingredients for the topping, but we'll go through that later. So to begin, you're going to need to preheat your oven to 218 degrees Celsius, and you're going to need to put the muffin liners inside of the tray. Avi, can you help me, please? Can you put the muffin liners in there? Yes, please, okay? Take them apart and put them in, okay? Help me. That's 1, 2, 3. There you go. 4. This is 5. Yeah. Next one. 6. Good. 7. Good job. 8. In there, yes. 9. Good. And 10. Not on your mouth. Put them in the tray, please. 10. Good. Next one. 11. And here. See, this one doesn't have one yet. 11. And the last one. 12. Very good. Good job. Yeah, right there. Good job. Then we are going to first cream our butter. It's good if you have an electric mixer because it makes this much easier. If you don't, you can always do it by hand. I have an electric mixer that I can take out to use as a hand mixer when I need it. So I'm going to do that right now. Take this apart. We are going to put our butter into the bowl. Let me just grab a spatula. And we're going to put our butter in the bowl. And we're going to cream the butter first before we add our sugar. Okay, you want to do this on low. and you just want it to be creamed before you add the sugar, you're going to add the 100 grams of sugar right there. We have some stuck to the side there. I'm going to get all that sugar in so you don't have this flavor. Okay, and we're going to cream them together now. Again, you want to do this on low, otherwise the sugar goes flying out of the bowl everywhere. And then you want to take a spatula and just remove it from the side before mixing it again. Because you really, really want to get it nice and mixed in there. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Okay, so once again, I started it on low, and close to the end, I turned it up to a medium to really get it nice and fluffy. So when you mix it well, it looks like this. It looks very nice and soft and creamy. And when you take a spatula, you can just nice and softly spread it, almost like, I don't know, like churned butter. Okay, the next step is that we are going to add it to our stand mixer, just so that we have our hands free for the next couple of ingredients. So we're just going to add it on there. Turn it on. Okay. And I'm going to try to speak very loudly so I can speak, you can hear me over the mixer, which is going to be going. So I'm going to turn that on. First, you're going to add in your egg. That. Then we are going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, I believe. Yes, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Okay. We are going to add our milk, and then start mixing. Evie, can you turn this on for me? Come here. Come. Help me. Just switch, okay? Just like this, just once. Yeah, good job. That's it. Good. And with our spatula, you want to scrape off the side so that you get everything right there in the middle. And if it gets stuck on your spatula, you could actually just stop and wipe your spatula onto the mixers. Okay, so we have that going. Now, you want to add in the flour, but you want to do it very slowly, so you don't want to do it all at once. We're going to take our tablespoon, and very slowly, tablespoon by tablespoon, add in our flour. Wait. No, not yet. Baby, no. Not yet. You still need it to go, okay? You want to add in now your cinnamon nutmeg and the salt and the baking powder, okay? 1 packet of baking powder. Wait, I will tell you when. Okay, now we are going to use our spatula and scrape from the side continuously so that we get everything right in the middle. Look, see? We're putting everything in the middle. See? Okay, you want to help? Okay. Wait a minute. And then you can help. Whoa. Here we go. Now the key to this recipe is that you don't want to overmix it. So what you want to do, okay, go. Mix it a little bit. So what you want to do is as soon as you see that all the ingredients have mixed well, you want to turn off the mixing. Now comes the fun part. We are going to actually spoon them into the muffin tray. And you're going to need a tablespoon, and you're going to also need a teaspoon for the Nutella. And you're going to see how easy this is. No, we don't need any more, sweetie. You're going to see how easy it is to do this recipe. Okay. Mix it one more time. Okay. Good job, sweetie. Are you done mixing? Yes? Okay. So now, I'm going to show you that you can just wipe the batter onto the beaters. Wait, Wait, sweetie. Wait, okay? Wait. Like this. We're going to get rid of our beaters. This is hard work. Okay. This is a lot of muscle. Oh. Probably the hardest part of the whole recipe. Okay. And you're just going to shake the batter off the beaters. Now, with this recipe, you're probably not going to make 12 whole muffins. The batter is usually enough for about 6 to 8. I'm going to show you exactly how that's going to work. No, Evie, that's going to be for the topping. Okay, that's going to be for the topping, sweetie. This. Okay. No, this is for the topping. So is this. Okay? So, what we are going to do is we are going to take 1 tablespoon. Baby, just watch. We are going to take 1 tablespoon of batter. Put it into the cup. Baby, wait a minute. Then we are going to take 1 teaspoon of Nutella and put it on top of our batter, right in the middle. Then we are going to take another tablespoon of batter and put it on top. Maybe you can lick the chocolate off my finger after, okay? Okay. And we are going to do that for each of our Nutella cups. I recommend doing it one by one since we don't know exactly how many muffins we are going to get. It really depends on the size of your tablespoon and and how quickly you fill up your muffin liners. Okay, we are going to do that all the way around. Just like this. Yes, sweetie? Mm-hmm. You want to go down? Okay, go. That's okay. I have Minnie left helping me. Okay. So we are just going to put 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 teaspoon of Nutella, and another tablespoon of batter on the top. And this is actually such a simple recipe. As you can see, it's actually fairly quick once you have all your ingredients prepared. And you can even do it with small children. They're usually enjoy just turning on and off the mixer or filling the cupcake liners into the muffin tray. Just like so. Just like this. Sweetie, what would you like? Would you like a banana? Okay, just 1 minute. Here, let me give you a banana. Here, sweetie. Okay, you can have a banana. Like this. Here you go. Say please. Thank you. Just like that. Okay. Okay, so back to the cupcakes, yes. Or the muffins, sorry. So, and looking at my batter, it looks like I'm going to have enough for about maybe 7. Like this. Okay. And another on the bottom. Some Nutella. And another tablespoon of batter. Just like that. Okay, and it looks like this is going to be our last one. So 1 tablespoon of butter on the bottom. 1 teaspoon of Nutella in the middle. And another tablespoon of batter on top. Just like that. or maybe I have space just for one more. Okay, maybe one mini one. Okay, so 1 tablespoon on the bottom. We'll see, maybe this one will only have a half top. 1 teaspoon of Nutella. And let's see what I can get out of this bowl. Whatever is left, I'm just going to scrape out here. Okay, so I was able to scrape together my last tablespoon of batter. Here we go. I'm just going to stuff it right on top. Okay, just like that. Very delicious batter, actually. They taste just like donuts. Fantastic. Now the rest of the tray, so whatever you couldn't fill, you want to take out those muffin liners, and you want to fill these empty spaces, these 3 over here for me, with water halfway. That ensures that the rest of the muffins will bake evenly. Otherwise, you will get that this side, it will burn through, and the other side will be left uncooked. You don't need to fill it all the way up to the top, just about halfway. Now I'm going to take my muffins and I'm going to put them in the oven. Very hot oven. Okay, and we are going to bake them for exactly 13 to 17 minutes. So right now it is, I'm going to set my timer for 13 minutes, and we will see you in 13 minutes. Okay, so the timer just went off, so we're going to check our muffins. And the way you want to do this, you want to take a toothpick and you want to pull out the muffin tray and check the middle ones to see very carefully if the batter is set. Now the muffins, the toothpick isn't going to come out clean because, of course, you have melted Nutella in the middle. So that's good when all you see on the toothpick is the melted Nutella. I'm going to show you. This is all you want to see on the toothpick. And you want to see some bits of batter that are already baked. Okay, so the muffins are good. And what I like to do is I like to take out the tray first, carefully because there's water in it, of course. They look very nice. And then you want to take out the tray from the oven. Why? Because this cools off very quickly, and we are going to take our muffins out of the tray and set them on there so that they also can cool off a bit. In the meantime, I'm just going to wait a minute. I'm going to take a tray like this, put it over here, and pull the tray over. Oops. Just like so. Be careful with the water because it spills quite easily. Okay, here we go. And then what we need is we're going to need a butter knife so that we can actually scoop out the muffins. You want to do it very carefully, very gently, just like so. Just like so. I might want to put the 3 in a row. Just like that. Okay. Here we go. Careful, they are still hot. Okay. And now we're going to get rid of our tray. Dump out the water. There we go. And while the muffins are cooling, you need about 5 minutes to cool down before we could put the topping on it. While the muffins are cooling, we're going to make the topping. So you need, how much do you need? You need a 1/4 cup, so 50 grams of granulated sugar. And you need 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. And I've already put those in there. So you want to mix it. I usually use a fork to mix it, just like this. You want to mix it nicely together, just like that. Okay. So it's going to look like that when you've mixed it. And then you want to take 3 tablespoons of butter. And you're going to melt it over the stove top or in the microwave. I don't have a microwave, so I'm going to melt it on the stove. So 3 tablespoons, that is 1, oops, like that. That is 2, and 3. All right. Just like that. And it doesn't take very long for it to melt. A couple seconds. You're going to need another bowl to put the butter in. Let's get rid of this fork. Here we go. And then once the butter is melted and you've mixed the cinnamon with the sugar and the muffins have cooled enough, you're going to take each muffin, and I'm going to show you. Just give it a minute to melt. Okay, so once the butter is melted, just like, you can't see it. Just like so. We are going to go ahead and dip the top of each muffin into the melted butter and then into the cinnamon sugar topping. And then we're going to place them back on these racks. So, see how they go. You want to dip it around, especially in the center. You want to get a nice coating of the cinnamon sugar topping on top. So you have a nice crunch on your muffin. And it looks just like that once you've dipped it. And it goes right back on the rack. So you do that with each of them. Alright. You want to handle it gently because these are very fluffy muffins. It's a very fluffy recipe, which means that the batter, once it's baked, breaks easily. So, And you might want to wait the full 5 minutes. I know I didn't wait, and now I can feel that the batter isn't entirely yet, and it's getting a little bit squished in my hands. But just wanted to show you very quickly. So you swirl it in the butter, then you swirl it in the topping. And the last one, just enough butter to finish this off. Here we go. Let me just get the camera and show you a close-up. So here we are, the finished product. We have our cinnamon sugar topped Nutella muffins. They look quite delicious. And you know what? Let's go ahead and cut one of these up so you see what they look like inside. Yeah, you want to help me cut it up? Okay, sweetie, come and help me cut it up then. Okay. Okay, come sit up here. Come sit. Sit, sit, sit. No, no, no. Put your feet down, please. Put your feet down like this. No, 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 no. Wait. Wait. Ivy, wait. Wait. Let's get a plate. Here we go. Okay, you can help me. We're going to take one of these. Ivy, come and help me cut it in the middle, okay? Okay, and we are going to... Wait, let's move the camera a little bit closer so that you can see what it looks like. Help me cut. Oh, right down the middle. Yeah, good job. And now you can see. Now you can see what it looks like in the middle. We have our delicious fluffy batter, and then we have the gooey Nutella on the inside. Here, take a bite. One bite. And I think it's delicious. Is it delicious? Yes, it is. Of course it is. Okay. And you can see it's just falling apart. It's so fluffy. Very delicious. So that's it today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy baking. Bye. Ivy, wait, bye.
Bye.